Welcome back. Now I want to talk to you about online photo printing, or more specifically, which of the myriad of different online photo printing services out there is the very best. Well, to find out, I've been engaged in some serious testing. Digital cameras and photo software have made the whole process of taking pictures and getting prints so much easier. Take a photo, load it onto your computer and print it out. What could be more convenient? Except that printing at home, especially if you've got a whole batch to do, can be quite a time-consuming process. And there are the ever-present threats of running out of ink, head clogs and paper jams. However, digital photography also means that there's a brilliantly convenient and easy way of getting your pictures printed properly by professionals, and that's online. It couldn't be simpler. Register your details, upload your photo, then sit back and wait for your pictures to pop through your door in a couple of days' time. But there's a huge number of online printers to choose from. So, which one's the best? To find out, I spent an hour or so last week taking snaps around Birmingham before loading them onto my computer. They were a typical mix of people and views, some taken with flash, some without. And I'd even upped the saturation on one to see how the printers coped with over-the-top colours. Then I sent them off to 13 of the country's leading online photo printers. Their prices for a 6x4 photo vary from 5p to an eye-watering 73p per print. And their delivery charges vary quite a bit too, from 99p to £2.95 per order. Out of our 13 contenders, 9 arrived back within 5 working days, which we thought was long enough to wait, so we discounted the rest. So, in the world of online printing, do you get what you pay for? Are the more expensive prints better? I had a good look at the prints I'd got back. The first thing I noticed was a wide variation in colour and contrast. And immediately, actually, one of them falls by the wayside. This set here from Colorama has to go. They're just too washed out. The difference between their canal print and the one from Tesco below it was obvious. The Tesco print was just so much richer, and that bleached out look was carried through all Colorama's prints. Next to go are this set from Kodak. They're just too contrasty. You lose details in the highlights there. That building's completely disappeared, whereas the shadows are very dark. I mean, the greens turn practically black here. I'm also not happy with this set from Jessop's, or this quite similar set from Aldi. The colours just look a bit peculiar, frankly. Our chap here looks distinctly green round the gills, whereas the chap in the market just looks rather overexposed and a bit pallid, so they have to go. So that left us with Photobox at 10p a print and £1.49 for postage, Tesco, which was more expensive at 15p a print, Snapfish, which cost just 9p a print and 99p for postage, plus the pricier Peak Imaging, who charged 67p a print, and OneVision, who charged 73p as well as £2.95 for postage. Between the last 5, it's much harder to judge. I think you'd be pretty happy with all of them. One, though, is best. I think OneVision has pictures that are of superb quality. You could spend hours slaving away over a printer at home and not get better results than that. But they are expensive. They're 73p each. And I think for our overall winner, we've got to look somewhere for better value. Best overall is Snapfish. Excellent colours, good contrast and lots of detail for just 9p a print. Make Snapfish the Gadget Show's all-round online photo printer of choice.
Snapfish.
Absolutely brilliant. And I was really surprised by the difference in pricing. It's just extraordinary.
I was surprised that some of the big hitters, the big names, didn't get better results, weren't you?
Yeah, it's useful to know though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And still on the subject of photography series, I've got a great gadget for you.
Okay.
All right, you're going to love this. It's called the Gigapan.
Right.
This is the Gigapan Epic. They make various models, but essentially it's a housing, a device that you fit a compact camera into. I'll just get it started, okay? And it starts to take a 360-degree panorama at gigapixel definition, okay?
So you don't have to stand there and take loads of pictures and then try and stick them all together after.
Well, no, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Let's have a look.
Here's one that I did earlier of the studio. I made sure that no one was in it when I took the shots. First of all, I can zoom in really easily. I can scroll through the studio. In fact, we can show you the
Oh, this is the messy bit round here.
The backstage area, yeah.
What's the clarity like if you zoom in?
It's a good question, Sue, because that's what's most impressive about the Gigapan. The name comes from the fact it's a gigapixel image. If I zoom into the Guinness World Records, you can really easily read the writing. And what's interesting about the image that we're looking at now is this isn't saved locally on a computer in the studio. It's actually up on the internet, and so that anyone can look at it. If you've got a rental apartment or something like that, it's a great way of showing people around it.
Yeah, if you were selling your house, it would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Really good idea. Right, now, before we move on, I need to tell you that this is your last chance to vote for the Gadget Show Gadget of the Decade.